Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Being 7:30, I will call to order the village board meeting for Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. Roll call has been taken. There is one member who has been excused. We'll start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item number 3 on the agenda is portion of the meeting for a village citizen to speak on an agenda item. Anybody sign in? Perfect, thank you. Item number 4 on the agenda is the consent agenda. Tonight, this consists of the approval of the minutes from our board meeting February 13th, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the village board meeting of February 13th of 2024. If there are no corrections.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Emmerich, second by Olson. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5 is ordinance 24-02, an ordinance creating section 2-190 of the municipal code of the Village of Jackson, codifying a community development authority. Be looking for a motion on this item.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2402.
Second.
We have a motion by Matter, second by Kripke. Any further discussion?
I only have one question.
Yes, sir.
I kind of compared it to what you'd sent along as far as the original. I did turn. I did. Okay. I returned it now. But I compared it, and it looks like the gist of it is the same. But anything that they would, it says they have the authority to go and do things. They have to have the approval of the board to do things. So is that correct? They can't commit to anything, is what I'm saying?
And that's correct, Trustee Engelhardt. What we are doing here is not granting powers beyond what our resolution once upon a time provided for. It's simply codifying what that would have been. And I think that answers your question. I'll leave it there.
It does.
Very good. And any other questions, I should properly yield to Clerk Gonstead, as she is our author of this file. I'll yield back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other questions? All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And then I will make a motion to suspend the rules for the second reading of ordinance 24-02 for the ordinance creating section 2-190 of the municipal code of the Village of Jackson, codifying a community development authority.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Olson to suspend the rules. And a roll call vote, please.
President Heckendorf.
Aye.
Trustee Olson.
Aye.
Trustee Krupke.
Aye.
Trustee Matter.
Aye.
Trustee Engelhardt.
Aye.
Trustee Emmerich.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Be looking for a motion for the second reading. I will make a motion to approve ordinance 24-02.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Engelhardt. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6 on the agenda is items coming from the Budget and Finance Committee. So item number 6A is the EMS letter of appeal for Terry Curtis. There you should have seen the supporting documentation in your packet. This did come from the Budget and Finance Committee with the recommendation to not cancel the fee, and that if the parties do so choose, that they could set up a payment plan. Be looking for a motion on that item.
I'll make a motion to follow the Budget and Finance Committee's recommendation to deny the appeal and offer a payment plan.
Second.
We have a motion by Olson, second by Kripke. Any further discussion?
Hey, Chief, was this during, just look at the date, was this like a mutual aid strawberry fest in Seabrook?
That's correct.
It was in Cedarburg for a festival.
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6B is the 2024 wastewater treatment plant project construction services with Town and Country Engineering in the amount of $331,000. This did come from Board of Public Works and Budget and Finance with recommendations to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Town and Country Services for construction services at the wastewater treatment plant in the amount of $331,000.
Second.
We have a motion by Matter, second by Engelhardt. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number C is change order number 4 for the Jackson Wastewater Treatment Facility Storage Garage for Hunsinger Construction. This did come from Board of Public Works and Budget and Finance with recommendations to approve.
And I'll make a motion to approve change order number 4 on the wastewater treatment plant with Hunsinger Construction in the amount of minus $2,409.
Second.
We have a motion by Matter, second by Kripke. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6D, pay request number 5, the final pay request for Jackson Wastewater Treatment Facility Storage Garage for Hunsinger Construction in the amount of $76,989.91. Once again, this did come from Board of Public Works and Budget and Finance with recommendations to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve pay request number 5 in the amount of $76,989.91 for the wastewater treatment plant construction.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Engelhardt, second by Olson. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. 6E is pay request number 4 for the State Highway 60 street lighting project for Will Surge in the amount of $13,123.68. This did also come from Board of Public Works and Budget and Finance with recommendations to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve pay request number 4 on the Highway 60 street lighting project for Will Surge in the amount of $13,123.68.
Second.
We have a motion by Matter, second by Kripke. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 on the agenda is the items coming from the Plan Commission. 7A is approval of the final plat and development agreement for Maple Field subdivision edition number 1 from Newman Developments. This did come from Plan Commission with recommendation to approve.
Make a motion to recommend approval for the final plat and development agreement for Maple Fields Edition Number 1, subject to the staff comments indicated.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Olson, second by Emmerich. Any further discussion?
Did we correct which subdivision it goes into?
Staff will correct the application, which did not correctly reference which subdivision was connected to on the Eastgate Drive side. It's not material to the plat being recorded, but our own files in-house can be corrected, yes.
Okay.
Anything else? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7B is the final plat for Morning Meadow subdivision edition number 2 for Home Path Financial LP. This did come from Plan Commission with a recommendation to approve. I will make a motion to approve the final plat for the Morning Meadow subdivision edition number 2 for Home Path Financial.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Kripke. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8 are items coming from the Board of Public Works. Item 8A is the 2024 license agreement for farming public land in TID number 7. This did come from Board of Public Works with a recommendation to approve.
I make a motion to approve the 2024 license agreement for farming public land in TID number 7. I don't want to wreck the last name of the farmer, so.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Emmerich, second by Olson. Any further discussion?
Just a quick question. Okay, as development proceeds on the property, is the gentleman leasing the property for farming next to it aware that if he disturbs thing, it costs, the costs that could be involved in disturbing construction that's going on at the same time with things that are going on in the future, like the driveways and things?
You want to address that? Or Brian?
So you're asking Tim how much it would cost, or?
No, I'm just asking, okay, if we have a development that starts on the property
Yes,
while he's farming,
yep.
okay, and any damage to any of the development that's going on that's caused by the farmer just driving in or out of the fields somehow or another, would he be, is there something he knows he's responsible to pay those damages?
Oh, you mean like the shared driveway and stuff?
Correct.
That's what you're getting at? Yes, he understands that, so.
Okay.
We would allow access of Lot 2, through the field and stay away from the access.
Okay.
So, we do this in a village, or we seed the lot, which would cost us even more to mow it and, spray the weeds in it. And I think this is a great opportunity for the village yet to have, land still farmed or have a cover crop on it. So, like we talked at Board of Public Works. So.
Any other questions? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 8B is the electric easement for We Energies for Outlot 2 for the Oaks of Jackson. This did come from Board of Public Works with a recommendation to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the electric easement for W Energies on lot number 2, Oaks of Jackson.
Second.
Any staff comments?
We have a motion by Emmerich, second by Engelhardt. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9 are items coming from the Personnel Committee. Item 9A is review of and discussion of the Jackson Police Department Lieutenant promotional process. This did come from Personnel Committee with a recommendation to approve. And we did discuss this in open session at Personnel Committee. So I feel that we can probably take that up in open session here as well for approval. And there is the sample motion is in the packet. I will make a motion to approve the 2024 lieutenant job posting and future offer of employment to the successor lieutenant to include deviating from the employee handbook leave policy language and allowing up to 100% sick leave contribution from the village upon retirement, not to exceed 1,020 hours, conditioned upon the following. Number 1, the offer will be reduced to 960 hours should the selected candidate not have accrued more than that amount upon the date the offer is made. And number 2, the offer may be amended should the most current CBA of the WPPA JPD reduce the retirement sick leave benefit language prior to the successor lieutenant's retirement date if applicable.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Emmerich. Any discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10 on the agenda is the West Bend School District report. Trustee Wells is out tonight, but she did send me a lengthy list of information. So superintendent had provided a brief overview of the community conversations that were hosted in late February. These sessions had more than 150 people in attendance. Of attendees who completed an exit survey, 100% agreed or strongly agreed that the session was informative and valuable use of their time. It looks like there was a number of things that were discussed, and one of them being a top priority for community members A number of attendees brought up building a new Jackson Elementary and addressing capital maintenance needs across the district. The other thing that it was efficiencies were a hot topic at these listening sessions. So, and then closely examining building a Jackson Elementary and possibly looking at different grade level configurations that would be hosted at that school. So I know there are more listening sessions coming up on April 16th and April 25th. So watch for more things on that coming, and please plan on attending if you are able to. Item number 11 on the agenda is the Washington County Board Report. I did receive an email from Supervisor Schwab. Just a few things that they are looking at discussing at their meeting, which is also, it's tomorrow night. Resolution 70, which sets the Washington County elected officials' salaries for the next 4 years. The elected officials included are the clerk of courts, the county clerk, the county executive, the sheriff, the register of deeds, and the county attorney. Resolution 71 concerns the general fund transfer of $75,000 for purchasing some equipment needed at the medical examiner's office. And then Resolution 72 is for the reauthorization of self-insurance for the workman's compensation. If approved, the county will, as it has in the past, self-insure up to $300,000 and purchase insurance for amounts above and beyond that. And that is the county board report. Item number 12 is the Greater Jackson Business Alliance report. Randy?
The meeting, the next bi-monthly membership meeting is next week. And we will have our administrator Keller and Brian Kober are going to be there and updating people and taking questions on things that are happening around the village. So it'll be a lunch meeting.
Thank you. Item number 13, Mid-Moraine Municipal Association report. Don?
All right. On February 14th, we had the legislative committee meeting here. The topic of conversation was next generation housing, so a lot of it revolved around our project here, but also the project in general and other starts of next generation housing in different communities that are ongoing or proposed currently. Tomorrow is the March legislative meeting here at 7 p.m. Josh Schoman is scheduled to be here talking about the revenue sharing for county sales tax revenues. And there'll be discussion on, kind of some of his proposals, and I'm sure some discussion on the referendum results from last year as well. Finally, on the 27th of March is the dinner meeting hosted by Cedarburg. And the topic of conversation will be the end of session legislative updates. So Tony Hecker will be reviewing the various bills that would impact municipalities such as ours that made it through the legislative process this session, as well as talking about future legislative predictions.
Thank you, sir. Item number 14 on the agenda is closed session. So I will make a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.851E, deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. The closed session is for the following purposes. Number 1, we will skip because that was approved already. Number 2 is to discuss development agreements, protective covenant, and shared access and maintenance agreement for property publicly owned in TID 7. And 3, to approve the sale of property village owned in TID 7. And number 4, to discuss the purchase of land, to include the village administrator and Christian Cheshlock from EDWC. Looking for a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Emmerich to go into closed session. Roll call vote, please.
President Heckendorf.
Aye.
Trustee Emmerich.
Aye.
Trustee Engelhardt.
Aye.
Trustee Matter.
Aye.
Trustee Krupke.
Aye.
Trustee Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We will go into closed.
Hey.